Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here doing some more scrap busting with my fabric scraps. And as you can see, I mean, my box is really kind of diminishing now. You know, my scraps really are kind of, you know, getting much smaller and much more manageable. So I'm feeling really pleased. So today I thought, let's come along and do some paper clips. Just using up some of these little scraps that we have left. So I'm going to take, for instance, this one. Just going to tear it down into, you know, hopefully paperclippy size pieces like that. Okay. Okie dokie. Right. And I did actually just bin that other piece because, you know, I must not hoard pieces. So I'm just then going to wrap this around. So I've just got my paper clips here. Now these ones are just silver. You know, I haven't, what's the word? You know, I haven't patinaed these or anything like that. They are just silver ones. So, you know, I mean, obviously, if you want to patina yours, you could. I know Tracy Fox, she's got a video where she talks about doing them with the patina. And I have patinaed a load, but to be honest, I'm now running out and I need to do a load more. So perhaps I will come on and do that on video. But I mean, it's really not very difficult. So, you know, I just kind of put them in with the patina and put them in a bag and shake them about, really. So, yeah, not very difficult at all. But I can come on and we can, you know, have a play with doing that if you would like. So that's my little paper clip. Now, all I'm going to do is stick this down. Now, I'm a fan of hot glue, as you know. So I'm just going to use hot glue. And I'm putting my hot glue right up next to the paper clip so that it's nice and, you know, securely kind of held on there. Like that. Let me just put a new glue stick in. Okay, now this to me looks very long, so I'm just going to trim it down a little bit at the bottom. Okie dokie. Right, let's do another one. So I'm just kind of doing like a bit of a bulk make because, you know, really want to whittle my fabric box down. And honestly, at this rate, I'm just still going to be no further ahead. So I just want to kind of actually get on with it a little bit quicker. So I'm just going to, you know, almost like a mass make of these paper clips. So that one, just going to take that back bit down a bit because it was a little bit too big. Yeah, and just going to cut the bottom flap off. This one, really, I should have kind of narrowed it before poking it onto the paper clip. Well, just completely forgot. So this one I will take down a little bit in width because, yeah, it's a little bit wide. So, and these are kind of medium-sized paper clips. Obviously, depending on your scrap fabric, yeah, your scrap fabric size, of course, you know, you can do these in any size. So you can do small paper clips. You could do the large ones, you know, the really large ones. Don't feel kind of, because I'm using medium, you have to use medium. If you wanted to use, you know, smaller ones, that's absolutely fine too. You know, I find for me personally, the best, you know, the paper clips I like the best are these medium ones. But that being said, I do, of course, use the other sizes too. So just kind of, you know, use whatever you fancy using. So that's those three. Now, I've got some coffee dye, well, some coffee mixture in my cup. So I'm just going to drag that in. And then all I'm going to do is just paint this onto my fabric. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Even that, look, even that I've made look a right mess. But I'm just going to do that as we go so that my fabric is more vintage looking. Okay, so that's my first one. Let's do this one. Okay. Now I'm just going to rest these on my hot glue gun because hopefully that's going to dry them nice and quickly. Because, I mean, it's only very thin cotton fabric, you know, it's not going to be kind of like forever drying or anything. Okay, so let's bring in some other fabric. So I've got this one. This is that stamped fabric that we did. I think we made fabric yo-yos from this. So as you can see, some is stamped and some isn't. So what I might do is just stamp the other side. So yeah, let's just take this. This is a Stays On ink pad. This is just the one that happened to have been, you know, at the top in my drawer. obviously I'm needing stays on because I'm going to hopefully coffee dye this fabric as well. So again, you know, use what you've got, you know, because you will probably find that actually whatever you've made, you do still use, you know. So I'm just going to, again, take this down here, roughly, hoping kind of similar width size. Oops. I need to just come down slightly more on this side. Honestly, when you come to cut this, it's weird because those paper clips are actually much narrower than you think. You know, I kind of feel like they're quite massive, but yeah, when you actually get cutting them, they're actually pretty tiny. Oh my goodness. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, this is ridiculous. Right. Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, the beauty of using a StazOn ink is that obviously you can then coffee dye that. So, you know, it's not going to kind of smudge. So I'm just going to bring in my hot glue gun. Yep, it's got that fabric just draped over it, hopefully drying. Okay, and then again, just going to go over with my coffee. I mean, I don't have to do that, obviously. I'm just doing it so that they go really, you know, really nice and vintagey. You know, but I mean, if you don't really want yours looking vintage or anything, then of course don't do that. So tear that one down, and again, just pop that onto the paper clip. Okay, like that. Okay. Okie dokie. And then I'm just going to, again, just paint that with the coffee dye. I mean, it's not coffee dye, it's coffee, basically. It's just black coffee, but yeah. Now this one, obviously, got kind of half gold and half yellow and half purple. So I'm just going to snip this down. It's going to have a little bit of yellow on it, but not too much. So yeah, I mean, we could still use that, couldn't we? Or I could have it that way. Oh, I don't know. I might bin this because I feel like I would struggle to actually then use this in a journal, to be honest. I mean, it's all very well kind of thinking, oh, I must use every single thing that I've got. But I mean, actually, if then it means you're not going to use it because you never find it matches, then it's, you know, there's no point, is there? So I'm going to just take this florally pretty fabric. Now, again, kind of looking to see which way round that we want this. So I'm thinking maybe like that. So again, just tear that down. Oh my goodness, this is going to be very straggly, this one. I mean, I quite like that look, so it doesn't bother me. Okay, and then this one. Like that. Okay, right. Again, I'm thinking that's too wide. See what I mean? It's much smaller than you think, isn't it? Those medium paper clips, you know. Much smaller than you think. Okay. Okie dokie. So hang that one on. Oh, come on, come on. This is so frustrating. I cannot get it through. I mean, sometimes it just goes on better than others, but, you know, I'm pretty sure this is just my ridiculous behaviour. Why this is, oh gosh, not going on at all. Might have to put my glasses on for this, because perhaps then I'd be able to thread it through a little bit easier than I currently am. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah. Okay, right. Oh, hopefully having roast dinner tonight. Yeah, so, well, if that's going to be anything like these, it's going to be pretty horrible, isn't it? Yep. Oh, thank goodness you can get so many ready-made things now. You know, you can get all like the, you know, frozen roast potatoes and all of that type of stuff, which of course I use. You know, my mum's horrified. She would not use frozen roast potatoes or, you know, frozen Yorkshire puddings. She just wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, I don't think she'd think that's kind of making a roast dinner, to be honest. And obviously I use instant gravy and, you know, all of those shortcuts that that we use these days. Yeah, I mean, my mum, she's kind of like, you know, she's just like of the opinion. And you call that cooking a roast? You know, that's not cooking a roast. But hey, I mean, I feel like it's cooking a roast. It feels like it's cooking one. So, yeah. Don't tend to ever have roast dinner, weirdly enough, in the summer months. So, you know, I'm obviously filming ahead, so I'm not saying that I'm in the throes of winter quite yet, but we're getting there. Oops, I've now scalded my fabric on my hot glue gun. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Right. Oh, dear. This is not going the best video, is it? Really, I should have been patient and waited for these fabrics to dry. Let me just see if I can just hang them to the edge of the desk. Or, you know, maybe just not bother coffee dyeing them at all. So, yeah, perhaps I won't coffee dye these. Otherwise, I'm just going to be here all day waiting for them to dry. Oh, this has now got coffee on it anyway because it's obviously all spilled on the desk. Oh, well, so this is partially coffee dyed. That's fine. So I'm just putting all my fabrics kind of on the paper clips first as a kind of base. So let's do a couple of other fabrics, you know, so that they're not just all the same. So let's do this one. Okay, oops. This is quite thick fabric, so it's quite hard to actually tear it, to be honest. Again, just need to come down. And, you know, you don't have to tear this. You could do this with your pinking shears. I mean, I just happen to quite like the torn look. But, you know, if you don't and you kind of go for more of a neat look, then, of course, you could just use pinking shears to get your, you know, nicer, neater edges. You know, you do not have to tear these at all. I just think it looks kind of nice. But, yeah, kind of do it as you fancy. So just pop that on there, like that. Okie dokie. And, well, I might as well just do a couple more out of this so that I actually finish this whole piece of fabric, mightn't I? Okay, and... oh, which way round will I do this? That's the question. Kind of like that, I think. Okay, right. Okie dokie. Put that one on there. Like that. Oh, is that how I want it? It's going to have like the purple hanging. Or I could have it this way. Oh, I'm not loving it, it's got to be said. Yeah, not loving it either way. Oh well, I'm going to have it this way and then I'm going to trim it down in a second. So yeah, let's just kind of glue it on and then I'm going to just trim it down. Not loving this one at all. Just looks horrible. Horrible, horrible. Ugh. And then I'm just going to trim that fabric that's on the back. Okay. So, you know, mine are very, very scruffy, as you can see, but, you know, that's fine. I quite like that. Okay, last one. And then, should we do any others? Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself for painting that coffee onto those bits of fabric. Because I just thought, oh, that's fine. You know, I'll just dry it on the hot glue gun. But, yeah, A, it's, you know, not drying as quickly as I'd hoped. And B, obviously, now I've scalded the fabric. So... not quite as planned at all. Not as planned at all. Right. Let's just take this down here. Okay. And down that side. Okie dokie. Right. I mean, they're looking cute, aren't they? So yeah. Right, let's bring these in. So I want to just have these quite, you know, very pretty and delicate, that I could hopefully use with pretty much, you know, any journal that I fancied kind of using them for. So I'm just going to kind of incorporate like some bits of lace and things like that. Now this lace, it's got to be on, you know, I've got to be honest, was not in the scraps bin. This was just lace that was, you know, just on my desk, but that's fine. I'm not going to get myself too worried about it. I'm just going to pop that on there like that. And oops, and then just wondering, let's just bring in one of these little flower trims. Okay. Oh, how cute does that look? That does look cute, doesn't it? The only thing is I want the flower to show up slightly more, so I'm just going to ink that up. Oh, that's not really showing up more. In fact, it's probably showing up less. Oh dear. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of that piece of green because I don't really like that showing. So, I mean, that's just like a nice neutral paper, paper clip that I could use that on loads of different journals. It's, you know, as long as they had a bit of pink on them, I think it would be, you know, pretty versatile to use in a whole variety of journals. So let's move that one to one side. Okay, let's bring this one in. Right, what lace have I got that's actually in the box? Because, you know, I should really try and be good and use the lace that's actually here, shouldn't I? Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to trim this one down. Okay. It's quite pretty. Whoops. Okay, and then again, just going to see if I can have one of those little flower trims on there. Oh, that's quite sweet, isn't it? Okay, whoops. Like that. Okay, so that's two done. We've got this one. Not sure what to do with this one. Don't necessarily want it the same as the other one, you know, with this fabric, but yeah, don't know. Got some upholstery trim here. Oh, that's a bit heavy for that, isn't it? Let's just see how that looks on this. It's quite heavy, isn't it, on there? Yeah, I think that is a bit too heavy, really. Let's just have a look and see what else I've got, because I've got obviously other laces here, so let's just have a look. Got this brownie lace. I don't really ever know whether this is brown or grey, if I'm truthful. Kind of has a browny grey appearance. I think that would be okay on this one, actually. Just want them to look a bit different. I don't want them all looking, you know, the same. So I'll just cut that one down. Just cut that in half like that. Okie dokie. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? Okay. Oh, I think it's raining now. It was looking like rain even when I took my daughter to school. It's like, is it going to rain while we're on the school run? It didn't, thankfully. Okay, just see if we can have another little flower on this one. Okay, like that. That's pretty, isn't it? Okay. do apologise if you can hear that bleeping. It's my phone. What happens is you get these nuisance calls, you know, just trying to, I don't know, get you to change your internet or, I don't know, something like that. And then, obviously, you know, I haven't picked it up because I was just coming up to, you know, to do my videos when the phone rang. So I didn't pick it up. And then as soon as the phone rings, it just does this endless thing of bleeping and bleeping to let you know that, you know, you've had a call. It's very, very, very annoying. Right, I've got these little flowers, which I've had these for a little while. They're Prima flowers. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? So, yes, of course, I've been hoarding them. But I'm just thinking, ooh, you know, might these be quite nice to use on maybe one or two of these. I think that would have been nicer than that, actually. Let me see if I can pick this off without too much mess. Okay, yep. Yeah, okay. Let's just ink that up a bit. Okay, now because I pulled that off, I'm just going to put a little touch more glue on there because I kind of disturbed the lace. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that's prettier, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so I like that one. Okay, we've got this one now. It's not 100% dry, I've got to say, but it probably is good enough. So let's just bring in again that ivory lace piece. And then this has got some touches of that bluey green colour. And I can just ink that up. So I'm just going to cut this, or glue this, sorry, down. And then I'll just cut this down to size. So we'll just pop that on there. We'll just cut it down here. Okay. And then just ink this flower up slightly. Oops. Like that. Yeah. That looks cute, doesn't it? So although I did scald that on my glue gun, you know, that's what that mark is. I mean, personally, that doesn't bother me. I think it still looks super pretty. So just going to ink the lace a little tiny bit, and then we'll just pop that flower on. Okay. Oh, how cute is that one? Oh, I love that. That's so pretty. Ooh, dear. Sorry, just flinging it around there. Yeah, that one's really pretty. Right, let's have a look at these couple. So I've got now that yellow one. Okay. Let's have a quick check. Do I have any other lace? Got this black lace. I mean, as you know, I always love the black stuff. Always just looks so striking and dramatic and ooh, just yummy and scrumptious. Let's try that one there. And I'm wondering whether we could just have like an ivory flower. And just having a look at this one. I mean, actually just got this weird feeling. This has got touches of yellow and grey on it, which, wow, how cool is that? I did not dream that there would be one in here that actually is like lending itself to one. Or to it. Let me, oh gosh, let me put on my glasses. Ooh. What do we think? That might even be little bees on there. Quite a good colour, isn't it, for this one? So yeah, let's just ink that up a bit. Oh, I love that. That's scrumptious. So I'm just going to glue that flower on through the lace. And then I'll just fill the lace in on one or two of the thicker parts in a second. So let's just glue that down there like that. And then I'm just going to, you know, touch up just these slightly more filled in bits of lace like that. Ooh, that looks so pretty, doesn't it? I love that one. That's probably my favourite one. Right, pop that to one side. Okay, the next ones. Again, let's just see what lace we might want on these. Oh, how about that? Oh, I don't know now. thought that would look dramatic, but it's not looking dramatic enough, I think. Well, actually, now that flower's inked up, it looks much better, doesn't it? The flower was kind of toning it down and making it way less dramatic, which, you know, who wants it not looking dramatic? I've just got some lilac-y colour lace here, so I'm just going to just check that I wouldn't prefer the lilac. Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Let's do that. Okay. Okie doke. Let's pop that one down there. Pop that flower down. Like that. Okay, looking good. And then I'm just going to trim this on the edge. Oops. That's scrumptious. I love that one. Okay, I'm now thinking the lilac maybe on this one as well. Not loving that green, it's got to be said. Yeah, not loving that green. So I might see if I can just cover somehow. Somehow cover that green up. I don't know really like how. Whether I could have another row of lace. I should have put it the other way around, but never mind. Wonder if I could just tuck that under now. Okay, so this is totally the wrong way round. I should have done it first, but I'm going to go in now and glue this lace under, so I've got like a double row, if you see what I mean, like that. Okay, so that looks really pretty now, doesn't it? And it's weird, isn't it? I mean, just sometimes just those really tiny things make such a difference. You know, I really did not like that one at all, but just that small change, you know, it's just covering up that green really, and it just looks so much better. Actually, I'm not sure that's the right flower. That one's pretty, isn't it? Oh, can't believe I'm now using all these gorgeous flowers up. I'll be sorry, because I'll have none left. And I do really like them. And yeah, obviously I have been hoarding these. Okay. Oh, that's really pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I love that one. Okay, we've got this one now. So should we bring in this white lace again? Yeah, again, because this is actually in the scraps bin, so it's quite good to actually use this one. Okay, let's just glue that one down. Okay, trim that off at the edge. Oh, it's getting really near. Oh, really near cup of tea time. Can you tell? Very near cup of tea time. So yeah, okay. And what flower have I got for this one? Oh, I don't know whether I've got any actually now that are going to be suitable for this. Got that one. Not quite right, is it? I've got these couple of pink ones. They might not be quite right either, funnily enough. No, they're not the right colour pink, are they? No, not those. Got this one. Oh, no, too red. Oh, what else have I got? Just having a little look through my kind of flowers that are here to the side in my little organiser tray. Oh, that's not great either. Oh dear, this is not good. I've suddenly now, I'm a bit stumped. Here, and yeah, can't find a suitable flower anywhere. I mean, that's very monstrous on there, isn't it? Probably too monstrous. Got this one, which is a bit more delicate, but green. I mean, I think that's pretty. I don't know whether I could coffee dye all of this and then it would look better. Do you know, should I just go for this and then I'm just going to coffee dye the whole thing? Let's just be reckless. Let's just do something really adventurous and, you know, yeah, probably spoil the whole thing, but hey. Oh my gosh, it looks awful, doesn't it? Awful, awful. Oh dear. Right, well, I'm hoping that when that dries, it's not going to look so awful. But hey, I've been wrong before, so it maybe still will. Let me just mop this a little bit off of that lace because I feel like it's kind of really stuck on that lace quite a lot. So yeah, I think that would dry okay, actually, to be honest. I mean, it's a shame it's got to dry, you know, and it's just going to take a while to dry, but you know, hopefully it's going to dry and look nice. Right, okay, so this is my last one. Now again, this is quite wet and soggy still, so far from ideal, and I should really, you know, just wait patiently like a normal human being, but of course I can't. So again, just going to use that, I think. This one I might just ink this because I'm not sure I overly liked it too much when I did that coffee dye on it just now. It really, you know, the coffee really seemed to kind of stick on it, which, yeah, not quite sure about that. Okay. And then I have got these flowers again with that touch of green, you know, the bluey green. So I'll just again ink that up and see how that will look. Oh yeah, that's pretty, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so I mean, obviously I've got to wait for a couple of these to dry because they are still quite wet. And actually I've just spotted another one on the floor. Ooh, this one's soaking wet, so I don't think I can get away with doing anything with this one because, of course, the glue probably won't even stick to this because it's so wet. It must have dropped off. So I'll probably have to come back to that one a bit later, you know, when it's actually dried a bit better. But yeah, I mean, I hope that you like what we have done. I think they look really quite cute. Let's just go through the ones that we've done here. They're pretty cute, aren't they? Yeah, I think they look quite sweet, to be honest. I mean, this one here, not that happy with, but again, can just ink it up. And then that just changes it completely, you know, straight away. I'm much more likely to use that now. You know, much prefer it. Yeah, just looks much better. And the same with this one. So again, just going to ink this up. You know, I'm just much more likely to use that now. And actually probably the same with this one. Because even though it's got that flower, you know, I just think I'm more likely to use that now. So yeah, I mean, they're just another little fun thing to do with some of your fabric scraps. I mean, I think they look quite pretty. If you've just got some little flowers or something, you know, they're very easy to, you know, get looking quite pretty, aren't they, quite quickly. So yeah, my scraps box is doing okay. Obviously, I now need to just get on top of these last couple of bits. I mean, I'm not that worried if I've got some bits left in here, of course. You know, I wasn't thinking I was going to empty the box completely. But, you know, just so long as it's whittled down a bit. So I'll probably come back and just do, you know, a final kind of, yeah, housekeep of the box. And then I think we'll be done. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully this has given you some inspiration to use some of your scraps, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.